All right, there. We're back. It's the Nightmare Cabin, and you know, you've looked at the thumbnail, you read the description, you clicked on it, you know what this is. This almighty big package. I thought it was going to turn up around Christmas time, but yeah, here we are on the 1st of February. It's finally turned up. So I'm not sure. Do I add this to my 2021 list? I mean, this is when it's turned up, but some people add it on their 2020 list. Don't know, it's up to you. But yeah, long awaited Deeds of Flesh. In fact, I was anticipating this to come a few weeks after the video I did with Trez from what's it called? Total Metal Rejection, and that was in anticipation for this. I was going to follow it up straight away, but oh well, here we are. Doesn't matter. So if this is your first video, I encourage you to go back and watch that. I'll put a link in the description. Video, me and Trey from Total Metal Rejection, we go through the entire Deeds of Flesh back catalogue. We had a couple of beers while doing it. We had a lot of fun, and we kind of digressed here and there as well. We spoke about metal in general, but yeah, it's a long old video, but it was really good to be able to do it and talk to Trey. And there's no way you watch this channel and don't watch him. He's awesome. So here we go. Oh, I've got a bit of cardboard. That's good. Right, first things first. Got Deeds of Flesh hoodie. Nothing on the back, I don't think. Just the D logo. Nice hoodie from my wife to Nick. Right, we'll do this first. CD. I'll be giving you a quick review at the end. I've been listening to it on YouTube and Bandcamp and whatnot. Again, so I can hit the ground running really. Right. That artwork is absolutely amazing. Let me just undo this and then we'll get into it. So, I suppose I'll go back, not to the beginning, but you know what I mean. I got into Deeds of Flesh quite late. I explained this in the video really. It wasn't until someone actually recommended Portals to Canon, Canon, however you pronounce it, and I got into them then and kind of worked my way backwards. And so when it came up on Facebook, the whole lineup, it was a bit like, oh, what? It's always a bit dodgy, isn't it, when a band carries on without a key member. I know Death did the whole Death to All thing. I thought that was pretty good, but it was just a tribute show. But yeah, then it was like, oh. But then, yeah, it was explained that Eric left behind the blueprint for an album, and all the ex-members got together. So old members, as well as new as members, got together and finished the album really. And oh, look at that. Fucking, that's a bastard when that happens, isn't it? Never mind. Can't be helped. So yeah, everyone finished the album, and there's a whole host of guest vocalists as well, which I'll go through in a minute. But let's do this at a moment. I'm hitting the ground running here, folks. I'll be honest. I haven't got things up. But look at that. So I'll get up names and whatnot as well. But lyrics there. I'll skip through the lyrics. You don't really need to see them. There you go. But yeah. All right. So here we go. Eric Lenmark was also the founder of Unique Leader Records. I mean, I'm sure you all know this, but I'm just to anyone that's new to the band as well, really, you know. I came to the party late, but this is pretty cool. Having a nice photo collage as a tribute. So yeah, what I was saying was you've got all the ex-members getting together, new and old, getting together to do vocals as well. So there's a lot of guest appearances on this. You've got George Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse. You've got Frank Mullen from Suffocation. The guys from Decrepit Birth. The names just escape me at the moment. I'll go look it up. Luke from Gore Guts. Here we go. So we've got the lineup. So you've got the original bassist and vocalist. Him and Eric used to do like a twin vocal thing. Jacoby Kingston. He's come back just to do the vocals. You've got Craig Peters, Ivan Munguia, I think that is, on bass. Craig Peters on guitar. Darren Keska on drums. And then we've got Avilia Kingston doing some spoken word. And then you've got Decrepit Bill, Obi Fleet, Anthony Trapani, Luke Lemay from Gore Guts, George from Cannibal Corpse, John Gallagher from Dying Fetus, didn't know he was on it. Matty Way, what's he from? Oh, he's in a bunch of bands, isn't he? Let's quickly click on him. Liturgy, I think that's the one I recommend. There's another one. Abominable Putridity, I think. And Discord, yeah, that's another famous one. But yeah, he's been in a shitload of bands and he's a really good vocalist, basically. And yeah, so Frank Mullen, John Zig, Dusty Boys Jolly, I think that is, Rob Cock, and Matt Sotelo. I'm really sorry if I've ballsed everyone's name up. Mike Hamilton has done lyrics and vocal arrangements. Now, he's an ex-member, isn't he? Yeah, he was a drummer. And he drummed on the last album as well. So with the two previous albums as well, you've got Of What's to Come and Porters to Canaan. That was obviously, there was a let's focus that, sorry, there was a concept, like a story to those albums, and what they've done is finish that story on this album, so it works out as a trilogy. What I will say is that this album it's awesome, it's fantastic, it really is. Let me just keep trying to get this camera to focus. Opening up with Odyssey, it's kind of like an intro. There's a lot of synthesizers and it's kind of cinematic, like strings, and there's a woman's spoken word, like narrating, giving like an introduction to what's going on. It's really cool. It's got this atmosphere, a real sci-fi cinematic thing going on. Then when it kicks in, it's got that brutal but kind of sterile and clean thing that they had on their later albums. The earlier ones were a bit more rough and ready and a bit more rough around the edges. The other ones, there was a bit of a stylistic change in the last 3 albums or so. What's the second one? So yeah, Alien Scourge is just phenomenal. It's technical. This is pissing me off, this camera. It's technical, but it's not over the top, it's not off-putting, and the solos all through the album are just beautiful. So you've got this real brutal, technical, all over the place, shredding, crazy drums, awesome vocals, nice and deep. But then when it comes to the solo section, it's just like a light shining through, and it just cuts through. And it just breaks everything up, it just makes it, and you know, when it does that, you realise this isn't just, not that you need proving to you, but you know it, but you know the naysayers, that this isn't just noise, this isn't just chaos for the sake of chaos, you know. But yeah, it's kind of stop and starty, and you know, it takes a couple of listens to fully get your head round, but once it's there, it's brilliant. And there's also throughout the album, as well as the lovely, beautiful melodic solos, there's little sections as well where things go quiet and there's like nice ambient, like little quiet sections, and then build up into this real nice, heavy, sort of dramatic, climatic sort of finish. And ethereal as well. One thing as well, obviously you've got Jacob doing the main vocals, and then everyone's guesting and doing different things. And I think different people are doing different voices for what's going on in the album, and it does kind of blend together, which I don't think it's too bad a thing. Actually, I'm not really that bothered by it, but it does stick out when George comes on with Ethereal Ancestors. He does that whole, you know, the long that George is known for, really. And when you hear it, you do go, that's George. Everyone else, you know, you're not going to sit there and go, right, that's such and such, and that you kind of need to read it. But when I heard George, it was like, yeah, that's him. Right, let's get on to it. Let's have a look at this vinyl. I had to get this on vinyl. I'm normally a bit more selective when it comes to the vinyls, but when I saw that artwork, and I just knew, you know, this was an event. It was something to be, you know, you had to get involved with it, really. It's a really nice tribute. That it's just great that this even got done. This camera's. Anyone watching this, if you can get in touch with me and see out and figure out this poxy camera, the way it just keeps going all blurry. I mean, I'm holding stuff up so you can see it, so that's the main thing, I guess, and you can hear me fine. But it's a Logi HD 1080p, right? I've been told that's, you know, pretty much all you need for what I do, but yeah, if someone could give me some advice, that'd be really helpful. But yeah, here we go. Look at that. There's the line up there. That's the, you had that in the CD also. Oh, this opens up. Let's a true visionary and inspiration. Well, he certainly was, wasn't he? Let's not beat around the bush. This guy was awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. How good is that? That's worthy of framing, that is. And here we go, you vinyl junkies. Oh, look at that. How nice is that? I don't think it's... That's really nice. The light is just shining through that, and it's a lovely marbly swirl. This camera's not picking it up, actually. It's like a... Yeah, that is really nice. That is awesome. So, yeah, like I say, I don't know if Eric actually plays on the album or not. I don't know if he had things... I've read a couple of interviews. I even listened to a really good podcast where they explained everything, but I don't know if he laid down some demos and they put it all together for there. Did he write some music? I don't know. Or is he's playing actually on the album? I don't know. I think on Portals to Canaan, he only did vocals. The other guys did the guitars. He kind of was just there mapping it out, I believe. I don't know. If you know a bit more, drop me in the comments. But either way, this is what the guy wrote, and it's brilliant that it got finished. I wish the guys in Control Denied could do that with the, you know, the last Control Denied album that Chuck Schaldina did, but don't know if that's ever going to happen. But yeah, a real fitting tribute. I mean, if you... Obviously you're gonna know, it's in the... But let's just say, hypothetically, you didn't know Eric died. You would never know. This is a seamless album, and if you listen to the back catalogue in sequence, again, it just fits nicely with the whole catalogue. And the fact that everyone's got together, it's just a real a really, really lovely tribute, and it really, you know, true credit that this album got done. And yeah, it's brutal, it's technical, it's like a, and the way it plays as well, it's the lovely effects that are in between the songs, the little sound effects, the little noises of like creatures making, and the narration. It's the science, it's the death metal War of the Worlds. That's the best way to put it. And yeah, what a great project, and what a great tribute to a truly, you know, one of the greats when it comes to death metal, really. So yeah, rest in peace, Eric. Your boys have done you proud. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching. See ya.